surprised nobody's even asked that. Is anybody interested? Somebody asked me, Dee, how much money can I make?
How much money can I make?
Oh, I love it when y'all ask me questions. Well, I gotta put my little calculator out here because
I got another question for you.
oh, I love questions.
How big is the pie again?
How big is the what?
The pie. I'm staffing 100 and what billion?
$126.8 billion industry.
Okay.
Okay. So, first of all, if you go in on the recruiting side, so staffing and recruiting are two totally different things. Sort of. Recruiting is when you're placing people directly into a position. Okay? Sister Gia, I know you deal in the healthcare space. Oh my gosh. Billion-dollar industry for someone like you. You're in healthcare, you're in engineering, you're in IT. Whew. Even if you're in the cannabis industry today. That will be legal across the country in less than 2 years. Please understand, I've been talking to people in the political system pretty aggressively in that space. If you're uncomfortable with it, change your mindset today because it will be a full-blown industry. There are not enough staffing agencies today to cover the open positions for the cannabis industry today. April, what's today? 10th?
10.
Okay. Okay, and if you need facts, I can show them to you. Yes, sir.
How does the healthcare industry fit into that?
Oh, it fits in 100% in every way, and I'm about to show you. Yes, sir.
What about the marijuana?
That's the cannabis industry. That's the cannabis
I
industry.
listened to it on the news just before I came here, and it did open up a lot of businesses besides just actually growing it and selling. There's a lot of.
Yes, they're called ancillary businesses. That's what I do in the cannabis industry. I have an ancillary business. I train and I coach. Okay? But we also do branding for some companies as well. All right, now I don't want to tap just on that industry. I want to show you the staffing industry as a whole. All right, so there are 2 ways to make money in staffing and recruiting.
What is staffing?
I'm about to go through that right now. So let's start with recruiting first. And I hope you guys can see. So recruiting is when you're placing someone on a company's payroll. They're going to work for them. You're actually the headhunter. You're finding the person for them. So my name is Dee Williams. Let me draw stick people. I like stick people, okay? So this is the company. Let's say company and the job, okay? So basically, you are the recruiter, and here is the group of people that you're looking at to place, okay? So this is you. So basically, you're taking one of these people and you're introducing them to the company, putting them in the job. You get paid a flat fee based on a percentage, okay? And we're going to go through those numbers. That's recruiting. Now, staffing is a little bit different because those people are going to be on your payroll, okay? Not on the company's payroll. They're going to be on your payroll. And you can have 25, 30, 40, 50, 125 people all day, every week, getting placed into different companies, working for a certain amount of hours, okay? This is you, this is the company, and the job. So here's what I consider to be my residual income, okay? I spell horribly when I'm working fast, so just ignore that. This is your bottom line income. Now, this is my disclaimer. Do not jump out of your seat when you see these numbers. Do not yell and scream when you see these numbers, okay? But you can feel joy all day, all right? So your flat fee. So let's talk about the healthcare industry or the finance industry. Typical salary for a nurse, let's say a junior mid-level nurse, $80,000, let's just say, okay? $80,000. Finance manager, probably around between $80 and $125. But I like to stick with even numbers, okay? So $80,000. The industry standard for a recruiter, your fee, which you charge the client, is 20%. Can somebody tell me what 20 times 80,000?
160,000.
16,000?
Yeah,
16,000.
That's your check. for placing one person, for finding one person a job. Just one. Not two, not three, just one. Okay? Now, typically on the direct hire side, you place 2 to 3 people a month. So let's say we have a good month and we did 3. 16,000 times 3 is what?
18, 3, 48.
48,000.
How much? 48,000. Can anybody use 48,000 this month for finding 3 people a job? Is that possible? I don't know. That's not enough. Is that enough?
That's a start.
Are you doing 48 this month? Who's making 48,000 in here? What? No hands? Come on. Okay. Okay. So this is the way. Now, I want you to multiply this by 12. That's just in a year. Can somebody give me that number? 48,000. I'll put my calc out. Times 12 months. 576,000 dollars. How many of you are making 576,000? Let's see, 3 times 12. That means you got 36 people a job in the next year, and you made more than $500,000. That's only recruiting. That's only one space. I just got to tell you, I taught this at my daughter's school last year, at 5th grade, and I taught 4 classes, and they decided they no longer want to be doctors. 5th graders. They said, I don't want to be a doctor anymore, Miss Williams. Okay, so now I just want you to keep this in your mind, because now these people are not on your payroll. They're not on your payroll. They're not on your payroll. They're on your client's payroll, but you're placing them. Okay? All right. So now, let's talk a little bit about staffing. So let's just say, okay, your money is feeling good. You're feeling, thinking, energizing. Your body's in action. You're beaming. Ooh, it's coming into play. Y'all feel it? Y'all feel it? Y'all feel it? Come on, give me your energy. You feel it? You feel it? You feel the beam? Okay. All right. So now you say, I really want is year 2. See, it's year 2. I want to take this a step further. Now, before I say year 2, I had a young lady in Wisconsin. In 30 days, she did 30,000. You don't have to wait till year 2. It's just where your mind and your feelings will take you. Okay? So, I'm going to take this thing to the next level, and I actually want to put people in hospitals, right? I'm finding these nurses, they are doing it. That's okay. They are doing it, and I'm going to put them in hospitals today, or in urgent cares, because in Atlanta, there's an urgent care on every corner. It's almost like a liquor store or a jail. They're expecting us to die. Okay? They're putting it in our subconscious mind. It's very sad to watch. But what I do see is opportunity, job opportunity. Okay? So let's just say I wanted to hire a number of registered nurses to work at the urgent cares in a 10-mile radius of my house. I don't even want to leave my house. Okay? So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people that I want to place in the urgent cares around the area. So what typically happens is that you have an actual bill rate. A bill rate is what you bill to the client, okay? Then you have the candidate's pay rate. It's what you're going to pay the candidate because you're the employer, so taxes, burden, and so forth. And then you have what's left over, right? Okay? So if we have a nurse, an RN, and she's doing, let's just say $38 an hour. That's kind of low for a nurse. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. She's doing, let's just say $45 an hour. That's what she's making. My client, I'm probably going to bill him because I have to make a profit. I have to pay taxes. I've got to pay I have business responsibilities that I have to do on a consistent basis. So I'm going to say that we're going to pay him, that's probably pretty decent. So let's just say we're going to charge him $90 an hour. Okay, and I hope I just did my thing. 90 minus 45, that gives me $45 an hour. This is what I would bring home every hour. Every hour. Do you understand what I'm saying? Every hour that my nurse works, I make 45 bucks an hour. Every hour, not yet, let me keep going, give me 1 second. Every hour, so $45 an hour, right? And let's just say times 40 hours a week, right? And I'm pulling my calendar out, times 40 hours a week, you're talking about $1,800 per week. That's in profit that you're making. That's for one candidate. But we counted how many? I think 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's do that 1,800 times 15. Anybody got those numbers before I do?
28,800.
That's what you would make per week. And that is, yes, that's actually $27,000.
Right.
Okay? That's only with 15 people. Typically, your first year in a staffing agency, you have 25 people on billing by the end of the year. Okay? So now I just want you, and this is per week, so now you're getting a $27,000 check every week. Did you hear me say that? How many of you guys are bringing in 27,000? How many want to bring in 27,000? Would be okay with it? I'd be okay with it. I mean, just 27. Yes, hold it on up. Just 27. Give me 1 second. Now, I want you to start thinking about what this would be yearly, and you add it on to your recruiting. And tell me, is that a lifestyle that you could get used to living?
Yeah.
Very easily. And the cool part about it is you're helping people. You're finding them jobs. You're building the economy. Okay? And you're helping people. And what if we're doing it consciously? What if we're placing people consciously and not just into jobs, not just because, right? Do you understand how Portland, from a Moorish paradigm, could be so different, and where each and every one of you can build independently and as a people? Do you feel the energy right now, just in that demonstration? And not just because it's money, but do you really feel the energy in that demonstration? Questions?